Hey guys, Upstander making a new video today. I apologize if there's any background noise. There's a massive block party going on behind me. But anyway, we're in someone's house right now. I had just repaired my borrows, which I usually have to do because I only have 50 construction. You need 55 to repair it to get the armor stand. You could take it to Bob, but but Bob will charge you the full price. If you use an armor stand, you can pay less based on your smithing level. So I pay about probably like 30% less, and borrows is really pretty cheap to use if you do use an armor stand and you have a decent smithing level. My house happens to be here anyway, so I can get there pretty quick. So the thing about the Nightmare Zone is it just came out a couple days ago. I apologize, I haven't made a video in a while because school just started up again, so I'm busy with that, and just other things busy with as well. But certainly haven't lost interest in the game, especially with God Wars looking very promising. We had the God Wars dungeon poll recently, and my bank. And the deal with that was God Wars just like demolished. It got like 89%. And also interesting, the kind of Staff of Light sort of deal thing, that also looks like it's passing. I mean, the poll hasn't closed yet, but it's very unlikely for anything to change. A couple things, really happy that it passed. The broadcasting system for drops, I think that's a really good idea, and if we can't have like loot share, I think that's a really good alternative. Yeah, you could technically still get scammed, but at least you'll know about it, and you won't still be friends with this guy who just scam you out of an Armadillo hilt. It's not perfect, but it'll do its job. Loot share is not possible to develop. One thing that was actually kind of cool that they mentioned, or at least it was nice that they confirmed this, is that people asked, why don't you just borrow the loot share coding from like pre-EOC RuneScape? And they said they have almost no access to RuneScape's coding from '08 to 2012. So all the people who say, "Oh, make a pre-EOC server," they really even can't. Let alone, they shouldn't in the first place, but they can't. So shut up about that. Anyway, so we are going to go to the Nightmare Zone here. I'm going to try Dragon Halberd as well. One thing I found is that you do need to kind of bring all combat styles, so I guess I'll do that. You can use Mage. I don't think range is really too necessary other than for some of the Dagonoth things, but I'm not going to waste my... I could bring a Crystal Bow, why not? I got a full one, I just paid like $1 billion for that. But let's take a look. We probably need a staff as well, don't we? I think I have an Ancient Staff somewhere around here. I think that can auto-cast spells, I'm not sure. It might just be able to auto-cast ancient spells. Where the fuck is it? So the Nightmare Zone is basically the '07 equivalent of the Dominion Tower. You can see that this guy, Dominic Onion, it's kind of play on Dominion. What's kind of cool about this is that they developed it before they got the tools to actually develop God Wars Dungeon, different things like a bank search feature. So everything is almost kind of crudely designed. Like all of these things kind of exist one way or another. This guy is just a copy of a banker from Lunar Isle. This chest exists within the POH, I'm pretty sure. Not sure where these things are. These things are just barrels from POH. And also this cow is kind of funny. This cow has always been here in all of RuneScape, but they couldn't move him because they didn't have tools. Now they obviously do have the tools to get rid of this cow, but they kind of left him for sentimental reasons. So also when we play, you'll see something interesting. Let's play Endurance. I'll go normal. And we gotta deduct the money, which is perfectly good. And we just drink from the potion, I believe. So I have a lot of quests done. I have 227 quest points, which is almost all of them. So I get to fight almost all the bosses. And yep, so if you see some people, they'll have like 5 or 6 bosses. I have almost all of them, and some of them are actually kind of tough. And let me just say, be right back to my clan chat so no one bothers me. Not that they would know I'm recording a video, of course. So I brought in... The thing about the Nightmare Zone is it's kind of cool. Like, look at that. You see what boss you have to fight. Also, what's kind of nice with this is you don't have to use the hammer and stake for this guy, which you do, I'm pretty sure, in EOC, unless they changed it. He just kind of dies, and it actually kind of mentions that, as you see there. So this place which I'm in is actually just a complete copy of the KBD area. As I mentioned, they developed this before they had the tools to make a new map area. So you get these little points. So this is Witch's Experiment from Witch's House. I think I forgot a DDS, but this Dragon Halberd spec is pretty good. So I'll see how long I can last in endurance mode. Also, the cool thing is you can buy like overload potions from with the reward points, which I'm not sure if they're worth it. I guess they would be. You can of course only use them in the minigame. But so I guess I'll pause this till we get some to the harder bosses. So what's also kind of nice about the Nightmare Zone is that you can refight these bosses, and some of them, like this, the Kendall, it's a pretty easy boss fight. But some of them, like Elvarg, it's kind of cool to have the ability in RuneScape to refight these bosses rather than just them being forgot. Oh shit! I gotta get the dragon shield. Rather than just them being kind of forgotten content that you fight once and you never fight again. Especially for some of the quests where you don't really, a lot of people don't even do them. Like, what's a good example of a quest that nobody ever has done? Like, no one ever does like this quest, or let's see. This quest isn't too popular. There's plenty of quests with bosses that are kind of forgotten. So we just gotta kill Elvarg here. It's should be pretty easy. Except it's really not. Elvarg's kind of tough, so I'm wasting food on him. There we go. Okay, let's drink an overload here. So, okay, good. You don't actually lose HP for this, which is kind of nice. The original concept of losing HP with the overload potion was kind of cool, but at the same time it was kind of annoying. This is the Moss Giant from Robbing Elves, and it's actually a lot harder. Pretty sure you can just Prey Flash for most of these, which I'll probably be doing, because this guy is actually... This is the Moss Giant in Robbing Elves that you have to fight without any weapons or armor. So the only downside to some of these bosses is that you're not really fighting them in the same kind of environment. Like, I can obviously use armor and weapons against this Moss Giant. I don't really know how they'd implement it without doing that. And also my prayer has seemed to be drained. I'm not sure if it's because of that boss specifically or if it's a different one. But we'll drink some prayer potions. Alright, so this guy is which one? Alright, this boss is kind of annoying. I don't remember what is this from? Because obviously I've done the quest. Slagith. Okay, this is one small favor. Oh, I remember this. This guy comes out of the wall. We should be able to use a Dragon Halberd here. I am 109 combat now, which I think is pretty impressive. Oh, come on. Can we hit something? Alright. I'll roll with it. But yeah, the only downside to endurance is that you do have to kind of go through all the easy bosses first. But I don't know, I tried out the other modes too, and they're pretty cool. Like the Rumble mode is kind of cool, where you fight everything, and it's kind of cool that you can have other people play with you at the same time. It's almost like a co-op sort of thing. Expect you can have a team. Okay, this is from Olaf's quest. I'm sure a lot of you guys don't even recognize most of these bosses because I've done all these kind of obscure quests that people don't really remember. Should probably start picking up some runes. I'm not sure which ones I need. I'm not on Ancients, which I probably should be. Oh, there's more? Oh, no, I think this is from One Small Favor, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I guess we'd want to use, if I'm 73 mage, we'd probably want to use one of the waves. Okay, Earth Wave. Okay, so we need Earth runes, Air runes, and Blood runes. Probably should have switched to Ancients. One thing I'll talk about in a second, what they did here, is if you right-click any of these items you get from the Nightmare Zone, they all say NZ, and that means that they're unique items and they do not work in outside of the minigame. Like, it's always a big problem with like Barbarian, so people would find a way to take the runes out and then sell them. But if you do that here, they'd probably be pretty useless. I don't think they would even work outside of the Nightmare Zone. And I don't know why I can't get... Okay, it's not letting me take more than a bunch, which I guess maybe is some sort of thing, a measure, so in case you do smuggle them, you only have a certain amount. This is, I have a video on this boss, Treus Death, on the Haunted Mine. This is another example of a boss that was heavily kind of dependent on its environment to fight you. If you watch that video, I almost died to this boss because there's so much kind of machinery coming alive and attacking you. But without it, this boss is more of just tedious than anything, unfortunately. But it's a minor gripe with the Nightmare Zone. Maybe they could have done something where you're teleported into that boss's area. That would have been really cool, but who knows, maybe they could even do that in the future. If you go on the forums, they have mentioned that they're taking suggestions for the Nightmare Zone and also for rewards. So they are kind of sticking to this thing of we're voting for what we want rather than just them, making new shit without really our opinion, which is kind of nice. So anything in this video could easily change. There might be new rewards in the future. And keep in mind, in the original Nightmare Zone poll, there was actually other rewards like armor put up to vote, but people voted them down, unfortunately. Okay, this boss should be annoying. Not sure what we should wear, D-hide or what, or gorillas. Alright, so we gotta use air spells. This is the boss. This is from, God damn it, what is it called? The quest where you get the, the lighthouse kind of quest where you get the unholy book and everything. Okay, blue. Should grab some water runes. This boss isn't too bad, actually. I'm sure if they have the recipe for disaster one, it's going to be a lot worse. It's not changing for whatever reason. Okay, orange, that's melee, I'm pretty sure, so we can spec it out. I guess we'll just eat food. Can we get a big spec? Why am I not hitting with Dragon Halberd? Is there some reason? Okay, overload worn out, but that's not a big deal. Oh shit! There you go. 44. I didn't even know I could hit that high. Jesus Christ, that was ironic. It was like a 44, and then I don't know if it was like a 16 or something. Either way, it died, so I could have actually hit higher than that with the second hit. Okay, Agrith Nar. This is another example of a boss that is in a situational thing. You have to kill this boss with Dark Light, which is not provided here. You can just kind of kill it with a Dragon Skimmy. I kind of should be using a whip. I've been using a Dragon Skimmy a lot recently to train strength, which at Abyssal Demons, but I've also been using it everywhere else for some reason, which I really shouldn't be. I still have a whip. I got my whip drop back after I gave my original whip away. Okay, so that was, yeah, even though you lack Dark Light. I guess that's a little bit kind of convenient. It's really not too big of a deal. Okay, this is from Lost City. And read a prayer. Oh, did I leave prayer on? God damn it. I wasted all those prayer points. Okay, so this shouldn't be too tough. You could safe spot this boss in Lost City. That's how people do it at really low levels. There's just some other requirements that make people usually higher combat when they do Lost City. But this is from the quest for Dragon Dagger and Dragon Skimmy. No, Dragon Longsword rather. Dragon Skimmy is Monkey Madness. Speaking of Monkey Madness, I'm sure we'll have to fight the Jungle Demon soon, which is going to be kind of tough. I haven't made through the whole endurance mode yet. I would like to try to do all the quests and try. Okay, Dad is actually kind of a difficult boss. Not difficult, but he'll definitely do some damage. So let's try to get some good specs here. I think we can Prey Flash, but he has a... Oh, there we... 36. Holy shit, we're... Glad I brought this thing. Okay, so we can probably Prey Flash. Thing about Dad is he pushes you away. He also hits extremely slow, so the Prey Flash timing is kind of odd. He's using basically a 2H kind of sword. Like that, see? And he'll keep doing that. Okay, but he doesn't have a whole lot of it. He's not... I don't think he has much defense, so it's not too bad. But alright, we're getting some good points. I think in Rumble... No, okay. I think the best way to get points in the Nightmare Zone, from what I've heard, is to do Endurance on, the hard mode, which is where all the bosses are much harder. Okay, this is Tanglefoot. You can only damage him with the Secateurs. Other than that, I don't... I think I have a video of me fighting him. It was kind of a difficult fight because I had to use, this weird safe spot. But at my combat level, he's probably not too tough. Unfortunately, some of these bosses are very easy. But there is quite a few that are tough, which, like I said, it's nice to be able to refight them. There's also, of course, the practice mode where you can fight them kind of individually. You don't get points for it, but if you just want to relive the experience of fighting that boss, you're welcome to do so. Or practice fighting that boss, you can perform better in one of the actual modes where it counts. There we go. He drops leaves, which are completely useless, I'm pretty sure, other than maybe compost. Okay, this is the Khazard Warlord. What's also good, I guess, about this is that there's no safe spots. This is like I mentioned, this is the KBD lair. It's a private area, but I don't think you could really safe spot anywhere. I'm pretty sure it's a more rounded area. Like, it looks like you might be able to stand there, but you can't. So you're pretty much just gonna have to fight these guys straight up. You know, maybe there's some glitch where you could trap them somewhere, but I'm pretty sure this is a situation where you just have to fight them straight up. Other than maybe you could pray flash, which is always kind of cheap. So if you don't know with the Dragon Halberd, you have to... the spec is good, but on larger monsters, it'll hit twice. Also, if you hit with, like... If there's two monsters standing on top of each other, it'll hit both of them. But it's most effective on, like, for example, Moss Giants, where they occupy more than one square. Would be cool if you could play as other monsters in RuneScape. Unfortunately, usually you can't. Okay, Arg should be a troll, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, this guy is actually really tough. Don't be... he can actually hit like 30s, which is pretty good. And I think he uses both range and melee. I almost died. I actually got Ring of Life'd out when I was fighting this guy for the first time a long time ago. This guy is from Troll Romance. So the Nightmare Zone definitely does benefit people who have done a lot of quests. Yeah, he's using range, but I think if I wasn't prayer flashing, he would just be using melee, which it hits higher. I'm almost certain. So, okay, we don't have a whole lot of sharks left. One thing I would do to, like, before I had overloads, I'd make people think I had overloads. You can just do the dance emote, like if you eat something, and you just, wait, no. The jump for joy emote. That looks like using an overload. If you just, like, ate something and did that, it'd be funny. This guy's pretty easy boss when I fought him originally, because you can attack him and run away. This was from Holy Grail, I'm pretty sure. Or one of those quests. With the Knights of Camelot. And he actually doesn't... I don't think the Dragon Halberd would work on him, unless you're fighting him in his original environment where you could safe spot him with the Dragon Halberd. Yeah, you don't need Excalibur. I guess it would be kind of tedious to have all these extra items around here and have to kill them with that. I mean, like, the Secateurs make sense because you have to do the whole fight with them. But for these other things, we just have to finish them off. Okay, this guy is actually tough. I'm pretty sure this guy is actually pretty tough. So let's see what we can do. Not sure what prayer to use. Okay, that's a good chunk of his HP. Yeah, he hits you away. Again. Just hit him, Go, go. Am I doing something wrong? I don't think so. Okay, what if I stood here and prayed range, maybe? This might work. Alright, this seems to work. Okay, one more. Come on, one more. Ah, shit. See, this is when he freezes you. Okay, that wasn't too bad, but it actually costed a lot of food. I'm not sure the most efficient setup for this. I might have, like, been able to bring an extra shark instead of this, or one less overload, I'm not really sure. Okay, Bouncer's pretty easy. Not sure if the Ghost of Bouncer will be here as well, from the mini quest for the Shadow Sword. Not a lot of people do that mini quest. We should just, okay, we should probably pray. Just pray flashing. See, I never like pray flashing. I always feel like it's kind of cheap, and it's also just annoying to do in a game where you normally just attack things and that's pretty much it. Die, Bouncer. Okay, looking like a wrap. Still no really hard bosses so far. I think there will be some very soon. But that was Bouncer. Okay, Evil Chicken. This is pretty easy. I think you can just pray Mage. This is from Recipe for Disaster. It's also the random event, but it's different in the random event. It pretty much behaves the same though. It's like perfect prey flashing. Die. Okay, I'll pause it. Alright, what's up next? Agarith Nana. This is from, yeah, the Recipe for Disaster bosses. I don't think this is too tough, though. Oh, you know what? I forgot Ice Gloves. There's a boss coming up that I'm going to have to kick to death. Or punch. I'll probably just kick it. Okay, I don't think this... I can just pray here. You should just be able to pray for most of these bosses, but a lot of them do use two forms of combat to kind of circumvent that. And then they changed that in EOC where prayer doesn't fully protect you from monster hits. Which, I mean, I guess is good, but it's a big change. One thing that would be kind of nice is if they supplied you with food as well. Like, I don't really like having to go here and waste prayer potions and sharks, even though I guess you still could profit if you buy, like, rune essence and sell it. But, you know, it's just nice to have things provided you, like runes. Oh, cool, banana. Flambeed. Yes, I'm going to have to kick this one, I'm pretty sure. I was... oh, shit. Just saw him. I was reading somewhere that if you have a full... One of the mods said make sure when you fight this boss you don't have a full inventory, because it'll actually... it'll drop... If you have your full inventory and this thing makes you take your weapon off, it'll drop it on the ground, and if you died, you can't get it back. So, like, I can see, like, when God Wars comes out, like, someone's gonna come here with a God Sword with a full inventory and fight this boss, die, have the God Sword drop on the ground, and lose it. I could definitely see that happening. Yeah, definitely don't forget Ice Gloves, although with a Rune Defender, it's actually not too bad. Oh, cool cake. I actually could use that. I think it drops that when you normally fight it. Okay, Caramel is a bitch. This is actually going to be one of the more tough ones. Pretty sure we should wield that. And I think she's mages, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she'll freeze you with Ice Barrage. And she has a... Look at that, I hit a 16 and it took off almost no HP. I might be okay if I just pray mage though, I'm not sure. Because I haven't taken any damage yet, I'm pretty sure. Although she's draining my stats really quickly. I'd assume the Overload's actually going to help out, though, because it'll put it back. Holy shit, I was right about this. I better not die. Okay, thank God. But we're pretty much on our last legs here. Pretty sure we can just eat that. Cool, 7 HP. Alright, might as well just eat this last food. We still have 1 HP to go. Okay, this Dessort, pretty sure is annoying, too. Most of the Recipe for Disaster bosses are. But we'll see what we can do. If we could make it through the Recipe for Disaster bosses, we might have a bit of a chance. But it's not looking too good. I don't think his defense is very high. I think he's actually one of the more easier ones. But we're getting hit a lot, which is not good. Ah, shit. Is he draining our prayer? Actually, no, I don't think he is. So we might as well use Piety here. Okay. Looks like we can at least make it through him. But he's building up damage, which I gotta give him credit for. Die, just... Oh my god, look, I just took 10 damage because I couldn't kill him. Alright, he's defeated, though. Alright, last... We gotta go out with a bang. Oh shit, this is a death match if there's ever been one. This is not an easy boss fight at all. Okay, let me grab more runes while I can. Okay, I think we have enough. Pretty sure we have enough. This is gonna be tough. Okay, might as well use another overload. Okay, water. We also... Oh shit, see look, he's hitting an 18. This is bad. Turn that on for more protection. Defense, at least. Okay, let's put our staff on. Let's do this right. Because this is looking like a wrap. Okay, melee, we can use this. Go, 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 go. Alright, alright, alright. Let's do it. Come on. Another hit. Come on. This is going to be clutch if it works. I might be safe if I'm sitting here and praying. Brown, is that earth? Pretty sure it's not. Okay, good, it's earth. I guess stay away and we might be alright. I haven't gotten hit yet, but our prayer's not looking too good. If my prayer drops, okay, red. Red is fire, I guess. We gotta get, ah, shit. Alright, that was a good fight, though. Alright, we got a decent amount of points. So that's the Nightmare Zone Endurance mode. It's kind of fun to play. I mean, I don't see myself playing it all day. It's also not, it definitely is new content as they're advertising. It's not like super new content where you're going to be like I said, spending all day here. And it's not like, I guess it's not like that big of a deal. It's just kind of like this fun little mini game you can play. The rewards are alright, but honestly they are a little bit lacking. Like, these are kind of cool, but you can only use them in the mini game, which of course you should. You know, using an overload everywhere else that would be pretty bad. Basically, these are all kind of botted resources, which I guess is good because it discourages botting, because these resources will drop in price because you can get them here, and bots will have less of an incentive to bot, which I guess is pretty good. But they did mention there is a forum post by the JMod saying you can suggest rewards, so you know, it's not like it's going to be this way forever. Maybe they'll add we'll vote in some new gear or something like that. Something like would make this minigame really worth playing. You could probably make a decent amount of money playing this minigame and just buying like pure essence or some of the other resources there and selling them. But it's like kind of neat how they designed it, where you can buy all these potions. There's a cow here. There's a little like waiting room. It's just not. There's nothing wrong with this minigame, I'll tell you that, and it's moderately pretty cool. So definitely a good update. Glad we voted for this, guys. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a like. If you watch the whole thing, I really appreciate a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Join the clan chat, Andrew AJT62, and be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the Nightmare Zone. And also, if you want, follow me on Twitter and Twitch TV down below. More live streams coming soon. So thank you guys for watching. Expect more videos.